Come on. He fucking did it. It was better than I thought. Cosmo's gonna come out with a little triangle and just like hit it, slightly sing. Why did they bother to set up that many chairs when this is the amount of students we have? Fucking. I'm just happy to be here. I'm not actually like doing anything that important. I gotta admit, if you ain't winning the fucking competition, if you're in the middle of fighting and performing, judges are rigging this shit. Did they seriously build up like this big threat the whole season only for them to fucking swat it away during their musical choir performance? That's kind of insane. There's no way that... Well, actually, I have been waiting for the Eminence and Shadow piano moment, to be fair. Maybe this is enough for him to take care of business. Oh, I got tears. Yo. There's no way, bruh. Oh, I'm fucking dying, bro. If you got this far in the video, make sure you drop a like, share your support, subscribe if you're on your Patreon so you catch my full live reactions to every single one of these Isekai Quartet episodes and more, which also helps fund the channel and videos just like the one you're watching. The whole goddamn season, I've been waiting for Sid to get a grand piano. I knew it would come with another I Am Atomic, but somehow it was even better than what I thought. Him saying this first, the way he says it, the way he enunciates it, how softly and like romantically, oh my god. And then it just leads into the Atomic. And, you know, this is now the second time he's done an I Am Atomic, but this is the first time he's done it with a grand piano, bro. And the production, on point. The seeing the characters like actually speechless, because this thing was supposed to be the end boss, right? You know, the whole thing that they've built up with Isekai Quartet this season is that, hey, they had the weird spaghetti monster thing, they toss it in the woods, and it's been building up into this parasite monstrosity, right? So this should be the final boss. Rather than the Konosuba Destroyer for the 15th time, we'll do this. And the whole thing builds into them having this competition between the different classes. Whoever wins the music competition gets to go home, because there's a button that, in theory, if you press it, you go home. Only for Sid to fucking come in and say, hey, I'm Atomic, baby. And it is just over. You know, it's still there a little bit, but I mean, I don't really count it as being there, because what's gonna happen, right? We have one episode left. That thing's still standing. They're gonna continue to do their song and dance as the other characters fight. So it's just gonna be one big ass performance, because that's the big thing, right? When the little munchkins tried to come in to ruin the performance, what did they do? They just continued their song and dance. And these things were adorable. They could have been little Digimon for all I knew. So most likely the same thing that happened here in terms of, oh, they're trying to swarm us, they fought, they protected, and they did their song and dance. The same thing's going to happen with the big bitch. You know, they're going to just do their song and dance, fight the thing, they're going to win, they're going to press the button, and I guess there's a couple of ways they could go with it. The button doesn't work, they do go back home, and they end Isekai Quartet, which would be interesting. But to be honest, I feel like they're going to leave it open-ended. I think that's what they want to do with this show. I think they want to do something along, because in this season, they've already established that the characters, the reason why they're continuing to have influence based on where the current anime is. So in the case of, say, Overlord or ReZero, right, all the development in recent seasons and stuff is still influenced here, even though when they got brought in, they were only at like season 1 of their shows. So what they've already established in this show is that despite having been here for years in terms of Isekai Quartet logic, their other selves are still continuing their stories. So despite them all thinking, hey, we have to get back home, even the Konosuba characters included, because there's tasks we have to do, those tasks are already seemingly being done in a parallel universe. So I do genuinely wonder if the direction they're going to go is they're going to allow these characters to accept that, hey, you guys are having fun, this is a more peaceful world than where you come from, and your old worlds are still being taken care of. If so, I could see why they wouldn't really try to go back home, but at the same time, this would be an optimal opportunity to remove the core cast and maybe lead lead way to new characters joining the fray and having full control. It's hard to say. I mean, at the end of the day, you have stuff like this, so maybe new characters aren't necessarily needed when you're trying to keep out cultists and sex pests. Honestly, who would have thought it was that easy though, right? I mean, bro literally picked up one of the most devastating characters from season 1 of ReZero and tossed him over the wall when he was like, I'm here to... I don't even remember if he was in any previous Isekai Quartet episodes, mainly because it's been so long since I saw the first season and any of the Isekai Quartet stuff prior to the season. So I don't even know if old Beetlejuice was in the show prior to this, but if this was his intro, that's even funnier. And if this isn't his intro, still funny nonetheless. It's interesting too because the characters were unable to, like the Shield Hero characters and the like, were unable to draw their weapons because the performance of the other class was still going on, right? And we know now Fumi and them are not part of the main quartet's classroom. So it's interesting how this world operates because there's literally like a law and order, like an all-powerful god. And I honestly wonder if we do keep these characters around, would they ever explore why the world functions this way? Because they were unable to draw their blade because it wasn't their curtain time, right? So I do wonder, like, would they introduce a separate isekai show to handle the role of the all-powerful god controlling this? Or would they leave it up to interpretation? I can see an argument to be made either one of those would be better, but I am trying to think of, like, what would be the funniest isekai to have in the role of god or goddess doing all of this for fun, you know what I mean? It's hard to say. I think they've actually revealed a hell of a lot this season, though, in terms of lore, world building, and if they had to end it, I think this is building into a satisfying ending. I just think there's still so much to explore, and you could leave it open-ended that even if it never continued, I think the characters existing in this world is actually a really cute ending for them, given that we also know their original stories are still continuing, because characters like, well, say Mr. Subaru here, has been developing his connections with characters like Beatrice, not because of this world, but because of the influence of the recent anime season. So we already know they still are fine. And from what I understand too, if they were to go back to their world, like it would just probably be some sort of merge and they would cease to exist, any of this ever having been remembered. So that's the direction I hope they go, but either way, it's been an absolute fun ride, and for something that should just be a dumb little chibi short, they've done a really solid job at making it add and, like, aid the main shows, but also exists on its own little comedy legs, you know what I mean? Great stuff, though. I mean, absolutely fantastic episode. It's just, how do you get better and better every season of movie? I have no idea, but leave it to Isekai Quartet. You let me know your thoughts down below. You know how I've been feeling. I've been waiting for the piano, and it was better than I thought. Thoughts? Drop a like, share, support, subscribe if you're new around here on Patreon, so you can catch my full live reactions to all these episodes. We haven't done it every week over on YouTube, but we do cover it every week over on Patreon. And while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out because my patrons are what make YouTube videos just like these possible. As today, we got Table, original name here, Brian Gonzalez, Cody Tiffany, Tiara's Grace, Ryan49, Joseph Shirley, Andrew Lau, and we also have Soken, the Lurker. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. Y'all have a good one.